Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. I'm excited to be here. My name is Carl. It's a great day to be alive, and I'm excited to talk about what I've seen so far with this Chelsea's team. But believe me, it's horrible defensively. I mean, you can't make anything out of it. Lampard has played God knows how many games. Led the club as manager, and I don't know what's going on defensively because first of all, there's no stable fall back. All the time you need to make switches. All the time you need to make switches. I was watching the game and I was just telling myself that I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's coming to the game and boom, everything about the game was just wrong. Defensively, it was just wrong. And I always say that when you make this type of mistakes, it kills the game because you have the front line trying to pick up and put goals into the other side's net, and then you have your own defensive players consuming themselves and committing terrible errors. I mean, what was going on? I get the fact that Kai Havertz lost the ball in the second half of the pitch, but Christensen was out of position. And I don't know what's going on. I'm not here to say tomorrow should play or tomorrow shouldn't play or Rudiger should play or Rudiger shouldn't play. Come on, there need to be that type of urgency. There need to be that type of readiness and passion to play the game. Because this is so terrible. You can't make anything out of it. Zuma had a terrible game. He was committing unnecessary fouls. He was giving away unnecessary fouls against one of the most, if not the tallest defenders in the entire league. You have Bednarik and Vestergaard, who are the tallest center backs in the entire league. You don't commit fouls in the second half of the pitch. And Chelsea was completely awful. We were just utterly awful defensively. You can't make anything out of it. You can't just try and say anything out of it. I know we've played Shambolic defense probably since last campaign and early this campaign, but this was right away horrible. He gave a bad pass, I get it. But what was Kepa doing there? I can't speak against his personality as a human being, but I can speak against his profession, and that's what I'm doing right now. Kepa was horrible. He gives the pass, you run, you hesitate, you go down before the player even gets to the ball, you stretch your leg, and you miss the ball. What is going on, man? And as he missed the ball, you have Zuma who gave that terrible pass is still standing there, waiting for somebody to come and clear the ball. Man, when you shit the bed, you clean that place up. When you make terrible mistakes like this, you want to clean it up. Chelsea has been just shambolic, and there's nothing to say about it when it comes defensively. Because you know the players are going to score at will. I mean, the goals that they scored were just beautiful goals. These are goals that I call textbook goals. These were textbook goals. Individual brilliance kind of goals. But defensively, my goodness. Look, if Chelsea continue to commit these unnecessary mistakes, it is not only going to cost Chelsea Champions League, it's going to cost Chelsea the team. Because now you'll be having people picking up all your mistakes. Now, you don't go and play against top coaches and they wouldn't be able to feed on your mistakes. Klopp is going to feed on these same mistakes because he knows that your keeper is terrible. He knows that your keeper can't save nothing. He knows that your keeper is not going to be there to save anything. He knows that your defenders are going to be playing out of line. Christensen is an intelligent player, but he needs to show it. I've watched him for a very long time. This isn't the first time me seeing Christensen play out of position. But my goodness, you just need to show up a little bit urgency, man. You are up 2 goals. Just defend. Transition, Chelsea is terrible. I don't know what's going on, man. Look, there need to be a sense of urgency. Now you have to play against Sevilla, who are awesomely also good. Now you don't know what you're going to deal with when it comes to the offense because the coach of Sevilla, Lopetegui, is very good. He knows how to play his ball. He can keep the ball on the pitch the entire time. There are a lot of positive I saw during the game, but this is not about positives. I need to hit more on the negative because it's so horrible watching a football game and you still know that these guys are going to somehow give the opponent an opportunity to come into the game by just being terrible or shambolic defensively. Zuma was horrible. You can't just play around it. He was all the way shambolic throughout the game. Christensen was out of position the entire time. And Kepa, look, for humanity's sake, Kepa should give himself some time and understand that certain things are not going on right. Then he needs to come back to the basics. Because this is not, look, the goals that were conceded, De Gea just made a wonderful save against Newcastle. A ball that was cleanly going in, he saved it. Ramsdale made a good save against Fulham. Pickford saved Everton entirely, single-handedly. Martinez is keeping Aston Villa moving forward. I always say this: good defense wins you titles, but you have a good keeper. He keeps clean sheets. He keeps his post, and he does his good job. He saves you games. He saves you points. Kepa is all the way out right now, bro. I don't know what's going on. The guy can't save nothing. He can't keep nothing. He can't guide nothing. Martinez is way better. Pickford, upon all his mistakes, is good. Dean Henderson. Come on, man. I get it that Mendy is injured, but you can't keep giving this guy chances that he's just going to continuously blow it, and he's not even helping himself out. You go to the national team, you play good football, you come back into the league, play shambolic, utterly shambolic. Look, this is not going to get Chelsea anywhere, man. If Chelsea keeps playing this way, we probably might end up in the middle of the table. Because how Chelsea is playing, offensively you score, you give opportunities that strengthen the chance to come into the game. You're not going anywhere with this type of position and type of play. You just have to sit up and just have to know how to deal with this thing. Because it's not going well, man. It's not going well. And I don't see anything that could be done. Because transitioning-wise, from offensive to defensive is not working. Manpower, zonal marking, whatever that type of plays they're trying to do, it's just not clicking, man. It's just not clicking. And they just find a way and deal with it. Because it's just utterly shambolic. It's just terrible. It's just terrible, man. I don't know. It's just terrible.